I did a 6 months no-buy, almost successful one. And then I went on a shopping spree and got a lot of lip products. And now I'm sitting here asking myself, what's next? Hi, welcome to the Art App. And today I want to share with you my thoughts on what's next, no-buy wise, and of course, hear some of your thoughts and insights. But a little backstory first. I have a pretty big makeup collection, not like the OG beauty influencers, but something that is way beyond what everyday regular user would need. At some point, my makeup collection started to feel a little bit overwhelming, and in order to balance things out, like to use more and consume less, I started No Pen Left Behind, Project Pen, and No Buy Challenge. And some of them were real eye-openers. Project Pen showed me just how much you actually need to finish a project. No Pen Left Behind forced me to use every eyeshadow in the palette, and that helped me to come up with a color combination I would never have thought and completely ignored otherwise. And regarding No Buy Challenge, at first it worked beautifully. I really didn't want to buy anything. And then I got a mascara that was not working for me. And instead of just replacing it or letting it go, I was stuck with it and I was extremely reluctantly pushing through. And that's when the cracks started to show up. There also was an eyeshadow palette that I have been eyeing for a very long time. And it went on sale, plus the tariff thing and the price increase looming in front of me, I decided to snatch it. So technically I broke my no-buy and I was very sad about that. But on the other hand, I didn't regret getting that specific palette. I thought I would get back to no-buy later this year, but Fenty decided to reformulate one of the best powders I ever used, and of course I panicked and I decided to snatch it. Zero regrets again. Even by now, it's one of the best makeup purchases I've done this year. Also, around the same time, I got Duraline, the mixing liquid that revives dried out products, and that was a total game changer. I finally finished the products I've been struggling with for months. And yes, those were the purchases that broke the rules, but they helped me a lot in the long run. And I caught myself thinking that I was desperately buying things that I might need in that small window before I get stuck in another very strict no-buy. And that's how I phrased it. Got stuck in. I don't want to be stuck somewhere. I want to enjoy my products. So that caught me off guard and I decided to roll back to where it all started. At the end of last year, when I was going through my collection, I noticed that I had a lot of really good products, the one that I loved, but didn't use, and they were getting older. So at that time, I thought that the best solution to give them the attention they deserved was to go on a no-buy. And in a short term, it worked, but in the long run, it didn't. What I needed was not a restriction, but a permission. A permission to slow down, to question myself, and become the pickiest customer ever. I needed a strategy, a way to get the most out of my collection. I needed to ask myself why I wanted a certain product. Was it because of the color, texture, packaging, or maybe it was because of the hype? When I looked through my hidden wish list, I noticed that I was gravitating towards certain type of products or certain shades like darker lipsticks. Did I really need another one, or would it make more sense to wait until I find something that has the right texture, the right wear time, the right color, and the right packaging? Something that hits at least 3 boxes out of 4. The other thing that I want is anticipation, that old school thrill of waiting for something special, instead of hitting buy now immediately. Like recently, Sephora has released multichrome eye pencils, and The old me would definitely grab them in the upcoming Whips VIB sale, but the new me will wait until the sale next spring. Because by then I will have already finished a lot of my eye pencils, and bringing the new ones won't be tainted by guilt of neglecting the older ones. Or vice versa, using the older eye pencils while the newer are lying down, drying down, and going to waste. I choose to wait, to savor the moment, and to embrace them in spring. So that's where I landed. A kind of wish list system. Basically, a more thoughtful approach to writing down things in my wish list. Definitely recalling them in some time, making sure that it was me who picked them, not someone told me to do that. And also asking myself questions, why I put that product in my wish list in the first place, and making sure that my picks hit several points, not getting it just because it's a great shade. And after narrowing down my wish list, I got 5 products that I'm really excited about, not 20. The first one is Secret Garden from Bella Beauty Bar. Finally, half a year later, I decided to get it on sale. Yay! I've seen a lot of reviews. I have the least amount of similar shades, and I know that my collection will benefit a lot. I will definitely shrink down my Cleona wish list. I think I will say like 60 or 65 Canadian dollars. And the second one is I really want to open an advent calendar. I've never had one. Not beauty, not chocolate, sweets, tea, coffee, nothing. And before I thought of maybe ordering a Beautylish lucky bag, but it turns out they do not ship XL version to Canada. So instead I decided to get Sephora Favorites advent calendar, and we will open it in the next video. The next one is Glow Play Blush from MAC in the shade Blush Please. It's been around for ages, and from YouTube perspective it's kind of old news, but the color, the finish, the texture looks something that I would definitely enjoy, so I will grab it during the sale. And the last one is Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette in the Deer packaging. I know some people will think it's a little bit too much, but not me. I am a panner. I am panning a lot of face products, but despite that, can you see how much of the finishing powder I have used? I love Deers, and maybe I am a little bit sentimental, but I'm so thrilled to get it. Also, I'm allowing myself one small splurge, but no more than like 40 Canadian dollars. And beyond that, nothing else till the end of the year. Not even Cleona or Tara Moon's single eyeshadows that I've been drooling over. Not because I stopped liking them, but because I realized one thing. Even with all the makeup that I wore this year, like literally I was putting on lipstick when I was going to the grocery store more times than no, some of my multichromes were untouched. Once again, not because I didn't like them, but because my panning projects just didn't leave enough room for them. And they bring me so much joy, and they deserve to be used. So yeah, I hope it won't any longer be about being restrictive, but more about slowing down, curating, being picky, and being selective of what is coming to your collection and enjoying it without feeling guilty. So I've been rambling for a very long time. Anyway, I would love to get your insights and thoughts. Please feel free to share them in the comment section below. I would love to chat with you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.